here in Virginia. Around 50 years ago, Richard and Mildred Loving were not allowed to marry.
He was white and she was black, and our government told them that they could not love each other.
The court doth accept the plea of guilty and fix the punishment of both accused at 1 year in jail.
Richard and Mildred basically fell into a hot situation because they happened to just have a pure love for each other.
They were arrested for the crime of being married and told to leave the state.
What would it be like for you to be told that because you married the person that you love, you now have to go to prison, or you have to be exiled and live away from everybody that you knew? It's very dramatic.
It's that idea that drove their desire to see the case go all the way to the Supreme Court.
You two are not allowed to be in the state at the same time, and certainly aren't allowed to be here together.
When I visited Virginia, I saw the house that he built for her. I saw Central Point and Passing Road, and I got to see the farmland and everything else and saw how beautiful it was. It made sense. It was like, yeah, I don't want to leave this place.
When we were in Virginia, the environment and the nature, I think it's so amazingly beautiful.
This town in Petersburg, it's just like the storefronts feel very similar, and it just, you felt like you were in 1965 Virginia.
I loved working in Caroline County in some of the houses that were built in the early 1900s, and it was the same foundation because it placed you into the world.
We are on the set of Loving. This is the Caroline Courthouse in Bowling Green, Virginia. Everybody in Virginia has been amazing, and we are very privileged to be here because this is the actual courthouse where Mildred and Richard were put on trial for the first time.
You go to Bowling Green and there's something ghost-like that permeated the whole experience, because this is where Richard marched across the lawn to try and get Mildred out of jail. This is where he waited in his car, you know, while she was in jail.
It made everything more real.
It's all right.
I do remember one day we visited the jail cell that Mildred was kept in and feeling utter despair and desolation.
What is the danger to the state of Virginia of interracial marriage? Marriage is a fundamental right.
We have come a long way here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Think of the civil rights and equal rights that came about because of that famous Loving case. And now we're leading the way. You can marry whomever you want. And that started here in Virginia.